What's up, everybody? It's 12 o'clock. It's time for the most entertaining, electrifying, dynamic, most watched cooking show out there right now with my good friend, the father of flavor, the champion of chicken, the bailiff of barbecue, your chef, Greg Mueller.
What's up, everybody? I'm Chef Greg, your Director of Culinary Innovation, and appreciate you joining in to today's lunch break presented by Recteq. It's right about 12:16, and I got the notification that Recteq is live. So make sure you guys set your notifications so you know when we go live, because it might be right at 12. It could be 12:05. It could be 12:15. Why? Because chicken wasn't quite ready yet. And sometimes you can't rush cook along, so you know what? You just got to be patient. And make sure you guys set your notifications. And with me, as always, on the ones and twos, we got Chef John Pinnell in the house.
Yes, sir.
So make sure you guys comment any questions. Let us know what you guys are cooking good for lunch today, or maybe what you got going down for dinner, because not only do we have the delicious, amazing, smoked barbecue pulled chicken going on today for lunch break, I prepped up some steaks for dinner tonight. Why? Because that's how I want to live the Recteq lifestyle.
That's
tonight.
what I'm talking about.
Make sure you guys comment down below. Let Chef John and I know where you are cooking from. And maybe, it's been a while since we've done a grill roll call.
Yeah.
So I'm curious, everybody, let us know what grills you're cooking on out there. And maybe if you got one of them brand new RTB 380 bullseyes last night. I heard got a little email last night that we might have had a release of some bullseyes.
What? That went crazy and quick, Chef Greg.
Hey, it lasted about an hour.
Yeah,
That's good.
that's
Very
still
good.
crazy.
Very good. But we're going to do some delicious barbecue pulled chicken today, and I love eating pulled chicken with some delicious coleslaw on a Hawaiian roll. That's my way of doing it. You might do it differently, but I love some really good Southern-style coleslaw on that chicken. So make sure you guys smash that share button. Go ahead and comment down below. Let us know what's good. And Chef John will read out some amazing questions, comments, and yeah, so let's get started. We're going to make a slaw dressing. So I like doing it in a mason jar. I've got a 1/4 cup of sugar and a couple tablespoons of apple cider vinegar. I like the apple cider in there because I think it gives a good bit of sweetness, and it's not super acidic. So that's what I want to do with that one. And we're just going to dissolve that vinegar, dissolve the sugar in that vinegar. Chef John, are you a fan of the shredded slaw or the chopped slaw?
I am a shredded slaw guy all day long.
A man from my own heart.
Yeah.
The problem with the chopped slaw is it gets kind of ornery.
It does.
At least like the shreds, it kind of stays where it has
Yep.
to. But my secret for a delicious coleslaw is that Dirty Girl Bloody Mary rub. You can check that out at recteq.com. And we're going to engage riot mode here. About a half a teaspoon or so. And that's got that celery salt in there, that Worcestershire powder, the horseradish, all that delicious, amazing flavor. And we're just going to kind of give it a judge, as I like. But I love making vinaigrettes and things in mason jars, because when we're done using it, it can go right in the fridge.
That's a good chef tip.
Yeah, man.
Chef Greg, we got people, and they've got all kinds of grills. Not just one, but they've got like...
Multiple?
Yeah, 590s. We have
I
some...
dig it.
Laura Parsons out there. She says 590, 340, 380. We have a couple other 380s out there. We got some 700s, 340s. They're just shouting it out.
I dig it. I dig it. You know what? We got a grill for every lifestyle and every budget. All right, we've got about a cup of mayonnaise, and we're just going to put this to rest. This is Hellman's, okay? Because I want this to be good coleslaw, okay? Sure, don't even talk. You don't have a microphone. No one will hear you. So I'm just going to give it a quick stir. And I love to let this sit in the fridge for like a day or so and let all of that delicious, it's tasty, slaw dressing kind of get happy.
Chef Greg,
That's it, just like that.
what's a
Coleslaw.
poor man's brisket?
That would be a chuck roast. So a poor man's brisket would be chuck roast. You can smoke that low and slow, 225, wrap it up when it hits about 165 degrees. Keep cooking it until it's probe tender. Could be around that 200-ish degree mark. Now, you're not really going to get great slices out of a chuck roast because it's a little bit smaller, but you can cube that up. It's great in stews. It's great for doing like poor man's burn-ins as well.
And that's kind of like chipped beef, or is that different?
So chipped beef will be corned beef that is shaved. If it's true chipped beef, that's where you get that SOS. It's that on a shingle. Okay, I didn't say that four-letter word. It's the on a shingle. Yeah, on a shingle. Okay, good stuff. I love chipped beef. I've not had chipped beef in a hot minute. I'm not going to lie.
Dude, I had some when Brooke and I went to Key West. We went to this place. I can't remember the name of it. I wish I could, but they had the bomb chipped beef. It was so good.
Yeah, chipped beef, like way underrated of a dish. Now, kind of high in salt, kind of high in fat, so definitely don't see the cardiologist before seeing that. But we've got a chicken here, and this is a 5-pound whole chicken. And we're just going to spatchcock this bad boy because, you know, we're going to do it for dinner, and we'll actually use the leftover meat for pulled chicken. Or you can do it like this for, you know, pulled chicken right away. You don't have to do it for leftovers. But we're going to go ahead and get a sharp knife. Yeah, buddy, what's up?
We got a lot of people in the comment section either about to get their new grill or cooking on their grill for the first time.
I dig it, man. So first-time grill, set that bad boy to 400 degrees, do an hour burn-in. After that, I like chicken thighs. They'll cook about 400 degrees as well and be super delicious. So this is going to be that backbone. So you can orientate yourself with how wide that backbone is. And, again, it's about like that. So I like to stand that up, take a nice sharp knife, and just cut right down like that. Okay, and I'm on a cutting board on a rack. That way I don't make a mess and get chicken juice everywhere. And I'm going to just take that knife, and you can do this with poultry shears as well. But I like a nice sharp knife. So we're just going to kind of come down through here and go ahead and cut that backbone out. Now you can save this, smoke this off, make delicious chicken stock. You can save that for gravy and all sorts of good stuff. And now we've got this chicken with that backbone removed. Now right here where you've got that breastplate, just give a little bit of a cut, and that way that bird will lay flat. So now you have taken this bird and you have spatchcocked it, so now it's nice, even, and perfect. Okay? That's going to maximize your surface to skin ratio. It's also going to give you a nice, even surface so that the legs and thighs will cook a little bit faster before the breast meat there. And we'll go 325. This will take probably in the neighborhood of 90 minutes to 2 hours, depending on internal temp. But you want to get at least 165 in the breast, and anything over 175, 180 in the thighs, perfect. Chef John, what you got, buddy?
Our good friend Michael Brian Keys Jr. asked,
Mike?
if you had a rotisserie chicken, could you smoke it to add more smoke flavor to it?
So once that bird is about an internal of, and this is for any protein, greater than about 135 degrees, you really can't get any more smoke absorption into the meat. Okay, that protein's already coagulated, it's already cooked. So skip that rotisserie chicken, go ahead and spatchcock the next one. Now I get it, if you're in a pinch, you go to the grocery store at 6 o'clock, you grab that rotisserie chicken, they're delicious, I do it all the time as well. But you can do this like the day ahead, especially for this recipe, it's going to be 10 times as amazing the next day. But there's not really a benefit to getting that, to getting more smoke into that rotisserie chicken because it's already cooked. But Chef John, I know we talked about it earlier.
Yeah.
We got an exciting announcement today.
Yeah.
The people have been asking.
Yes, they have.
And, I had a really good phone call today with our buddy Brian Jarvis with the Atlanta Barbecue Store.
Oh, yeah.
And they've updated a discount code on their website for us.
Yeah, boy.
Now, there's also something special coming out very soon. Can't quite tell you about that. You got to stay tuned. Make sure you give the Atlanta Barbecue Store a like and a follow on Facebook as well. But that discount code of Recteq10, RECTEQ 10, will give you 10% off all orders. And then very soon, you can pick up something very special with them. But in here, I've got a little bit of our solution. And this is a chicken brine that we're going to use. And I'm actually going to inject this because we're kind of running short on time. And I don't feel like brining this bird. So we're going to inject this bird to give maximum flavor and moisture, and we're going to use our spit jack injector here and just go ham, if you will. Now I'm going to take it off of this board here just so I can catch any drippies and jupies. Chef John, any good questions out there, buddy?
Yeah, Kelly Foot asked, removing the skin, will that help make the meat absorb the smoke deeper, like a fresh spatchcock?
I mean, you can if you want. I like to eat the skin, so for me, I don't want to get rid of it. You can see that breast just balloon up. Ooh, man, that's gonna be so good.
So go over the seasonings you're using one more time in the injection, Chef Greg.
We haven't gone through that yet, buddy.
Okay, my bad.
We got the solution. This is the Smoky Okies solution. This is a really good chicken, a competition chicken injection. Or actually, it's a brine that we're going to use as an injection. So I didn't go full strength. Usually it's like a half a cup per quart. We thinned it out just a little bit, and I put a little bit of apple juice in there because, you know, we had it lying around. But make sure you get the wings and everything. Okay. Get some good liquid in there, some good flavor. And then in the hips and stuff, and the thighs and the legs, we'll kind of give a little love there too. But you guys can pick up some cool injections and rubs and sauces with Atlanta Barbecue Store. Super good people. They'll actually be in town for BBQ in a couple weeks, John. So I'm excited about that one.
Right. Yeah, I'm excited that they're going to be having the cooking competition for BBQ.
For sure.
I mean, you know, with everything that's going on right now, I'm super excited to get out there and stretch our legs. Bro.
And I did hear a rumor that Jody Flanagan, barbecue dad, that Recteq Grills expert, it kind of has an itch to get that competition cook back under the way. So you might see Recteq Grills out there at BBQ. I'm just saying.
Look for us.
Stay tuned.
Look for us. Chef Greg, what kind of injector are you using?
This is a Spit Jack. You can pick them up on Amazon. I enjoy that trigger style. I think it's a little bit easier to kind of pinpoint where I need to put some injection. All right, so let me kind of clean up my hands here. So we've got that, and normally I would let that sit in the fridge for like an hour or two, but ain't nobody got time for that.
Nobody's got time for that,
Not this
Chef
day.
Greg.
Chef John, what you got, buddy?
Okay, Derek asks, can you use the flavored injector to be substituted for brining? Do you think that the brining is still better?
So there's two schools of thought on that. If you're going to brine smaller pieces of meat, okay, you can brine a whole bird just like a turkey, it'd be just fine. Brining will take about 24 hours. Injecting larger pieces of meat, or if you want to get specific flavors in specific parts, or more, I'll say, intense doses of flavor, injecting is the way to go, because it's going to put it right where you want it, and it's going to really season that meat from the inside out, whereas brining is kind of like through a little bit of osmosis. So you've got more of a salty or higher pH liquid than the meat, so when it goes in, the moisture in the meat is basically going to get pulled out into that solution, and then it's going to equalize back in, and that's how you get a more, I'll say, a well-rounded flavor. But again, it just depends on kind of what you're looking for. But you know, you can brine this as well. You can inject. It's really just preference. I would brine like whole birds, whereas if I'm doing something like a brisket or a pork butt, I'm going to inject because I want to get that flavor where I want it. So, Chef John, what you got, buddy?
Our good friend, top fan, Tom Quinn asks, what are the specific injection points for the chicken?
Okay, so I basically made 2 holes into the breasts, and that way I could get all over there. And then I went on either side of the leg and either side of the hip bone, and then once in the flat of the wing. We're going to hit that with a little bit of that Boar's Night Out White Lightning. You guys know we cook with that stuff a good bit. And I was just kind of cleaning out the cupboard above my desk and figured I'd dust off a little of this all-in championship rub. It's good stuff here. It's also good on steaks, too. But again, I just wanted to dust off some of this stuff because, you know, we kind of got a little shade on the internet a while back, John, that people said, you know, we don't use other things. And I'm like, we cook all sorts of stuff.
All sorts of stuff.
And you don't have to have Recteq rubs to make things delicious. No. It definitely helps.
Yeah.
But, you know, if your favorite rub out there is, you know, like Morton's nature seasoning, cool, man, use it. If you got a favorite herb blend or whatever, just go for it.
That's what I'm talking about.
Chef John, what you got, buddy?
Bishop Table asks, for chicken, is a wet or dry brine better in your opinion?
So, wet brines, perfect. See, use it all up. It can go in the trash. Wet brines will penetrate faster than a dry brine, but if you're doing something like fish, I love doing like a dry brine on a salmon or something. Again, it just depends on, you know, what you're doing and how much time you have. So, you know, wet brine's great on fish, but something like this, or sorry, a dry brine is great on fish, but something like this, a wet brine will give you a little bit faster saturation and you know, better penetration of the flavor. But that's it. Spatchcocked chicken, we've injected it. Now you don't have to inject it to have it to be delicious, but that's a big bird, so you definitely want to let it, you know, kind of season it up, let it rest for a little bit before you put it on that Recteq. And again, we're burning those delicious Kingsford hickory pellets, 325 degrees. This bird's going to take right around between 90 minutes and 2 hours. Internal temp, 165 in the breast, about 175, 180 in the leg and thigh. Chef John, what you got, buddy?
Tim Woodward asks, can you brine and inject?
It's kind of overkill. I'd pick one or the other. You want to be careful, especially injections. You can kind of overdo it easier than you can with a brine. So if you've got people, in your family that are a little bit more sensitive to salt, I would probably go, a little bit higher dilution of that injection, or go with a brine where it's a little bit more mellow and a little bit more consistent in flavor. But I don't recommend both. It's kind of overkill unless you're going to say, I'm going to put a Cajun butter in here. I might just put that under the skin. I know that's not a injection, but, you can brine and then put that butter on there. Be good stuff. So, Chef John, what you got, buddy?
Our good friend Michael Brian Keys Jr. said last time he tried to inject something, it pushed the injection out of the prior injection site. Is that normal?
That can happen. So I work front to back. So if I'm doing a chicken, I'm going to start kind of, in the middle, inject down a couple spots, slide that needle back out of that same incision point, and then put injection elsewhere. You want to be really aware of how many holes you're putting into that protein. So in something like brisket, I tend to work kind of front to back because I don't want to squeeze a trigger and push the injection out. So think of it working front to back versus back to front, if that makes sense. So if I'm doing this chicken, I'm going to start to inject here and then work my way forward into that breast meat. Just like if this was a brisket, I would start to inject on this side, working forward. That way I'm not forcing injection up out through previous holes if I were to work, back to front. But, all right, let's get this bird on because I don't know about you. I'm ready to get eaten a little bit.
Yeah.
But this is a delicious spatchcock chicken. Again, the RT590 can easily accommodate several of these, and we're just going to leave it alone. Like, maybe in an hour if I want, I can, if the skin's looking a little dark and delicious and crispy just like the way we like it, maybe come over the top a little bit of that spray butter. It just depends on how you want to live the Recteq lifestyle. So, all right, Chef John, what you got, buddy?
All right, we got a couple questions here.
Fire away.
The first one, Matt Voss, top fan Matt Voss asked, you ever coat the outside of your protein in EVOO?
You can. Now, there was enough purge from that injection that kind of gave me enough of a binder on the outside. If your chicken's really dry, you can put some oil on the outside. It's not going to hurt anything. But for me, there was enough of that liquid that came out of that injection that acted like my binder. I didn't need to. So, John, buddy, what you got?
Paul Hughes asked, what's the name of that injector again?
Spitjack Injector. All right, so I love having some acidity and sweetness for my pulled chicken. So this is that Blues Hog Tennessee Red, and this is a really good vinegar-style sauce. I very much like it.
That stuff's the bomb.
Oh, delicious.
I can't get enough of that red. I love that red. And if you mix the two, that's like ultimate.
You know where I'm going.
That's ultimate.
We've got that Smoky Mountain, and that's going to give us more of that traditional sort of molasses-based barbecue.
Yeah, that's Chef John approved right there, guys. That is good stuff. If you have not gotten yourselves some of that Blues Hog, y'all really need to go pick it up today. You will not be disappointed. Order it to the house. It does not. All right, Chef Greg. Chuck Henry asked, will it turn out fine if you don't brine?
It will be just fine. Now, we talked about it the other week when we were doing pork and stuff. Most commercial meats are going to contain some sort of saline solution. Unfortunately, steaks, even if you go to the grocery store, look at the label. Okay, so that beef might contain 3% of that saline solution. Poultry can be anywhere from like 7 to 10%. Just about the same with pork. It's going to kind of guarantee good moist flavor to those meats. You don't have to. I like to, but again, if you don't want to do it, I mean, it's still going to be delicious. So, what you got, buddy?
Where can people find these awesome Kingsford pellets that they've been seeing us use?
All right, so if you go to kingsford.com, there is actually a store locator on their website. Just put in your zip code. It'll tell you where they're at. I found them at Publix, Walmart, Home Depot. There's a lot of outdoor stores. Ace Hardware, I believe, has them as well. But check out that store locator because that's going to be the place to go. All right, let me make this slaw real quick. Now, we've got some shredded. I like, and again, John agreed with me, that sort of shredded coleslaw.
100%.
I'm going to add a little bit of that Dirty Girl rub on the top. And then I don't like my slaw like super wet. Okay, and it's going to break down a little bit of that cabbage. So add like just a little bit of that slaw dressing. Okay, and then just give it a mix and wait a second. Because as that vinegar and salt kind of get in there, it's going to pull some moisture out of that cabbage. Okay, it's going to be really, really, really good. Okay, but you don't want it to be where it's like you don't want to eat it with a straw.
No.
Okay.
No.
And
Definitely
that's looking
not.
to me, everything is nicely coated and delicious. I think that's good for me. What about you, John? I don't think we need any
No,
more.
that's perfect. It's because it's going to break down a little bit more, too.
For sure, for sure. So we're going to let that hang out. Now, you could put this in the fridge if you wanted, but you know what? We're just going to let it ride.
Yeah. We're gonna be
Because
eating
it's
it shortly.
time
Yeah.
for us to get. You know we got a chicken already done. I'm not going to keep you on here for 2 hours. That would just be mean. And me and Chef John,
That's
we ain't
right.
got that much to talk about
No.
because we got work to do around
No, we
here.
got work to do.
So, John, what you got, buddy?
All right. Brad Patterson asks, what are the risks of going hot and fast on a whole spatchcocked bird?
I mean, if you go too hot, you could essentially, burn the skin before you have a chance to cook the internals. So for me, 325, 350, 375, you're fine. You can always cook it on the RTB 380 Bullseye. It'll cook really fast there as well. Roddy Trevino and Sarah Starr with Rod Star Barbecue love cooking spatchcock and half birds on theirs. But we're just going to go ahead and grab.
Get it.
Ooh,
Get
look at this
it.
chicken.
Man, that looks delicious, guys. Show Chef Greg some love.
And you can
Those
tell
birds
look
look
how
divine.
nice and loose those joints are. That's good stuff right there. That one we put on a little bit later, a little bit big. So here we go. We've got that delicious chicken. Okay. Now, you saw me reach into that grill like a straight animal.
Like a beast.
Make sure you get some insulated gloves because you don't want to burn your hands.
Where can
okay?
you find those, Chef Greg?
I mean, you can pick them up at Atlanta Barbecue Store. You can find them on Amazon. You can go to Harbor Freight. But look at how delicious
oh
all this
my
is.
goodness.
You can just take that meat and just straight shred it. Oh, man.
Oh, Lord.
It's literally just falling apart.
You outdid yourself today, Chef Greg. Chef Greg, top fan, Greg Allen asks, can you cook a 5-pound bird on the RT340?
You sure can. You can fit 2 of them on there. So we're going to go in here and look. We're just going to clean this. Look at it. It's just literally falling apart. Okay? That little piece of cartilage that comes off that leg, you don't want to add that in there, but get all the meat off of there. And that skin, just go ahead.
Man, it smells so good, Chef Greg. Oh, my gosh.
Chef snack. That injection in there.
Yes. Delicious. Okay.
I mean, you know my line.
Yeah, it doesn't suck.
It does not suck.
So Gilbert's giving a shout out
Look at that
to our
juice
very
coming out of
own
here.
Matt
Look,
Lane.
Look at that.
He said he just got a call from him. He said, cool dude, helped me out. Matt Lane, thank you so much.
Matt Lane is a super cool dude.
He is
I mean,
the coolest.
Not only is he the hot dog eating
Yeah,
world champion of Recteq. Now, he did not participate this year because he was being fair.
that's right.
Because no one would honestly stand a chance.
Well, I didn't really go up against him. I could put down some dogs, but, I was doing
John,
other
you're a big
things.
boy, but I'm his
telling you.
technique is
I go 3-4 dogs deep, at a time. Hike, 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 hike. Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
We might have to put that on Facebook one day.
All right, Chef Greg, Jeremy asks, what is the best temp to do this?
I like 325. That skin is so good. I saved a piece here, John.
Okay.
We'll put it right there for you.
Well, I got a lot of questions to ask you.
I like 325 because I think it gives you the best balance of smoke and heat. Now, the wing, this is how good this is. Check this out. This is that flat.
Ooh.
Okay? You can go in here and pull that bone out.
Mm-hmm.
And that right there is a chicken wing that you pull that piece of cartilage out the front, that little knuckle. So there you have that boneless flat right there. Come on, John.
Okay, I'm coming over.
But pull those bones out of there.
Oh, yes.
There you go, buddy.
Thanks,
Might
man.
be hot. I can't feel my hands on these.
Cheers to you guys.
That's the way to eat a chicken wing.
Oh, yeah.
That's a one bite. So again, we're just going to go in here and just pull that cartilage. It's hot.
This is delicious. Flavorful.
I burnt your frenulum.
Nope, nope.
Would that be
Perfect temperature.
Jordan Johnson approved?
Oh, yes, definitely Jordan Johnson approved. He couldn't have been able to handle it. It's too hot for him, though.
No. We'll put that over here. We won't let him eat.
Okay, that is delicious. On point. Keep going, Chef
Then we're just
Greg.
going to go in here and just grab that breast meat. And again, this is cooked. Look how moist that is. And we're just going to shred this with our hands.
Chef Greg, Mike Johnson asks, how do you keep the chicken from sticking to the grill?
I've never had that problem. If you're doing like a hot and fast cook, obviously once that meat sort of cooks, it's not going to stick. But, I mean, if your grill's good and clean, I've never had that be an issue. So maybe just give your grates a brush with a little bit of aluminum foil. I kind of ball it up and then just give it a kind of a wipe with that. Look at this. That whole airline just came right off.
Oh, man,
We're just going to
that
go in
looks
here
so
and just
good.
pull that meat off. You can get in there like a chipmunk if you want. Ooh, that piece of skin. We're not going to put the pulled skin in our...
But don't waste the skin, Chef Greg.
I mean...
I love that part.
We're going to eat it.
All right, top fan Jeff asks, why did Chef Greg place that bird on the right side instead of the center?
Because I wanted to get that grease and fat out of the grill as much as that comes out of it. So for me, when I'm cooking just one thing, I tend to cook on the right side. And that way, I don't have to have that grease kind of run all along that drip pan. But you can cook that chicken wherever you want. I just decided to do it over there. Man, look at how good pulled chicken. And
Chef
if you
Greg,
wanted to really get in here and...
Yeah, that
I just kind of
so
rip it
good.
up with my hands.
They're showing you so much love. Can you go over time and temp one more time, Chef Greg?
Super simple. We went 325 for right about 2 hours on these. Internal temp is going to be key for you. Make sure you pull it at 165 in the breast and about 170, 175. And we have literally pulled this chicken like flat clean. That's it. So now we've got our chicken. And I'm just going to go in here and kind of, if there's any big pieces, just kind of keep ripping. So,
Chef Greg, top fan Gary McConnelly asks, should your injection be warm or cold?
Definitely cold. Great question. Again, with all poultry, you want to keep things as cold as possible. You don't want to inject with something hot. Okay? You want that injection to be able to sit and penetrate that protein. And if you put it in there hot, it's going to start to, cook and, I don't know, bad stuff. All right, so now we've got our pulled chicken. Let's give it a little taste. See what we got here. Oh man,
I can already tell you that looks delicious.
I mean, look how moist that is.
You killed
and
it.
we didn't really let this rest because
You smashed it today.
y'all waited patiently enough. But now we're just gonna go in here and give a little delicious judge to this chicken.
Oh, yes.
Get my gloves off of here.
Chef Greg, while you're doing that, Vicky Anderson asks, what's the best way to get crispy skin on your chicken on the RT700?
Anything over 325 is going to give you crispy skin. If you go low and slow, like 180 on chicken, you're going to get rubbery skin. So, again, just bump that temp up a little bit. And here's a secret for you. So, you can toss that chicken in a little bit of that sauce. If you taste it and your chicken's a little flat, just go ahead and do this. Grab you a little of that white lightning and just kind of give a judge over the top, or whatever rub you use to season that chicken with, and I guarantee you're going to take that under-seasoned chicken all the way to the top, okay? All right, let's go ahead and build us a sandwich, John. What do you think?
Yes, yes, yes.
I think I got something special for Chef John.
Oh, heck yeah. So,
I
Chef
mean-
Greg, do you want to let that chicken rest before you go ahead and start to shred it? Or
Oh, yeah, you definitely want to let that rest for a few minutes. We were impatient because, I mean, this is only a half-an-hour show. We did start about 20 minutes late.
You're doing great on time, though.
I mean, we said we're going to show you something start to finish. There might be a little leeway in the middle where, we're going to have to delay a little bit. All right, but Chef John, I'm going to make you the ultimate.
I'm excited.
The ultimate, and I think you could probably do this in, I mean, this is like a one-biter for you. I think we can do it. All right.
All right.
So we're going to go ahead and grab a couple of these Hawaiian rolls. Okay. We'll cut them in half. All right, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take a little bit of that slaw dressing. Okay? And we're just going to put just a little bit on the bottom of that bun.
Yes.
All right?
Yes, I like where this is
Then
starting.
we're going to come over here and grab some of this pulled chicken right on top of that slaw dressing.
Oh, yes.
Then we're going to grab some of this skin here.
Yeah.
Just like that. Okay?
Oh,
then we're going to grab
man.
some of that slaw. Put that on top of the skin.
Mm.
Then we're going to grab a little bit of that barbecue sauce. Kind of come over the top of it all. So we've got that slaw, the chicken, some crispy skin.
Oh, my gosh. This looks so good.
And then you can take it, since it's a Hawaiian roll, you got to give it the smush. Just like that.
Chef Greg, they're asking about how your boiled peanuts came out on Sunday. Guys, let me tell you, he brought them in
They were good.
to work.
They were good.
Now, Chef Greg, let me tell you, he makes a lot of fabulous food, but I have to say, those boiled peanuts, he knocked them out of the park. They're probably the best boiled peanuts I've had this year.
All right, so here's how I like to eat my pulled chicken, okay? You've got the slaw dressing, you've got that chicken, a little skin, a little bit of... I didn't even have to tell you to come over here again.
You saw, as you said, chicken skin, and I started walking.
All right, so now you're going to get that sweet, sour, delicious, smoky.
Mmm. Mmm.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Mm.
Hallelujah. That is the truth.
Look at we had a little squirtage.
Chef Greg's taking y'all to church on a Tuesday, y'all. This is delicious. Show him some love. This is so good. Smash that share button because you know somebody who loves pulled chicken. Man, good job.
Why are you even talking right now? I mean,
I just feel like I gotta tell the people what they're missing. Hawaiian rolls. You just set it off. It was perfect. Golly. I didn't even tell. That was messy. Oh, thank you. Woo!
I want like 10 more of those.
Yeah. Yeah, I could take about 9 more of those.
All right, guys. We showed you how it was done. We appreciate you tuning in to Lunch Break, presented by Recteq. Man, just going to need like a minute to collect.
Yeah, just collect it, Chef Greg. Collect it. While you're collecting, I'm going to tell everybody, remind everybody, on Friday, we are doing movie night, right?
Up there.
Right at the top of the parking lot. You guys definitely would have come out. $10 a carload. Big outdoor screen. We'll be playing Jurassic Park this Friday.
Now, did everybody decide what their favorite scene was in Jurassic Park?
You and Jody did.
It's got to be the porta potty scene.
I don't know. I kind of like the part where Jeff Goldblum is looking at the glass of water and all of a sudden it's boom.
It's good.
And it starts to shake a little bit and boom, it shakes a little bit more. I like that part.
All right. But, guys, make sure you follow us on all social media because you never know we're going live. Make sure you follow myself, Chef John, and Jody because you never know what we're going to do at the house. I boiled some peanuts up on Sunday, and you wouldn't have known that had you not given me a follow.
It's true.
Chef John does all sorts of fun stuff late at night, not just late night munchies here on Thursdays.
Late night munchies.
But he's always doing something. He's going to be on a podcast.
Yeah, tonight, 6 o'clock.
If you don't know where to find that, you're going to miss out on Chef John.
That's right.
Like preaching the barbecue gospel.
Hallelujah.
So make sure you guys follow us on all social media, and make sure you give Recteq a follow because every Wednesday we're doing After Hours with Chef John, Jody, and myself. And then Thursday is going to be Lunch Break. That's going to be on YouTube. Jody's going to do that this Thursday. Chef John said we got movie night on Friday, but before movie night at 12 o'clock on Facebook, we've got Fun Day Friday.
That's right.
John starts the week off right with Backyard and Beyond. That's going to be on Facebook at 4 o'clock. And you can't forget Chef John again because he does some delicious sweet stuff. But he's only doing that sweet delicious on Late Night Munchies. That's going to be Thursday at 10 p.m. on Instagram. 11 now.
I'm trying to make it as late as I can for those people on the East Coast.
Did you get later?
On
was
the
it
West
10
Coast.
or was it always 11?
We started at 10 and we pushed it to 11 because I wanted all those people on the West Coast to be able to watch, man.
Dude, I am like snug as a bug in a rug, tucked in, sleeping like a baby.
I'm going to have you as a guest one day coming up soon, Chef Greg.
I mean,
so
it's going to have to be a virtual visit. You're probably not going to see anything coming off my camera because it's going to be dark because I'm going to be snoring like a fat kid. All right, but to recap, we smoked these spatchcock chickens at 325 degrees. We're using those delicious Kingsford hickory pellets. Check it out here, Sherp. That chicken there is almost done. I'll pull that off here in a second.
Ooh,
we went ahead and we pulled that.
Good.
We had a little bit of our Blues Hog Tennessee Red and a little bit of that smoky mountain barbecue sauce. Mwah, absolutely delicious. We made a fresh slaw. We went ahead and made some Dirty Girl coleslaw.
Yeah, that's
super simple. Some sugar, some apple cider vinegar, some Dirty Girl Bloody Mary rub, some Hellman's mayonnaise because that's the only mayonnaise we use around here.
Well,
it's the official.
Blue
I'm
plate.
just going to call it now. It's
No,
it's
don't
the official
say
mayonnaise.
It's not the official mayonnaise.
No.
It's not the official mayonnaise.
Time out. You know what I'm going to say. It's the official mayonnaise of Chef Greg. Okay?
Okay.
So Hellman's is the official mayonnaise of Chef Greg.
Blue Plate's the official mayonnaise of Chef John.
Heinz is like a solid number 2. Gotta be.
Heinz is
good. People.
It's much better than whatever Jody uses.
Again, we'll let that go. Again, we put this one on here just a little bit ago. We'll let it go about 90 minutes to 2 hours till you're about 165 degrees in the breast, 175 degrees in the leg and thigh. We pulled it up, and we kind of did a double stack here with that delicious chicken skin,
so good.
a little bit more of that slaw dressing.
So good.
But Chef John, is there anything else before we shut it down over there? Oh, I got this one over here.
Yeah, you got it. You got it, buddy.
David Tate says West Coast shout out for sure. But hey, guys, it's been a blast. But we got a lot more work to do. We have another 12 recipes we're filming on Thursday.
That's right.
I got to get ready for that today and tomorrow. And you know how it is. God bless you. God bless the United States. And we will see you at the Recteq. Sean Woods, yeah, 325, buddy. Shoot ya, Hellmans. Chef John, spell your last name. It's going to be P-A-N-N-E-L-L. Pennell.
And come get it when the sun starts going down.
No, it's Hellmans.
Live your life the way you like.
You got to bring out the best. You want the best pulled chicken, you make your slaw with Hellmans. This ain't no gay market, you know it right. Valerie, it was good seeing you at the Rufus T Cook-Off.